大家好，我是悠扬，欢迎收看《龙之信条2》初见实况第2期。本期呢，我们成功到达了都城，也做了2个支线任务。
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
之前呢，本来以为这里就是都城了，然而这还远远没到啊，结果还得跟格雷戈尔走很长一段路。
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
这边是不是有什么东西啊？
Could yon chest be hiding?
宝箱
I must know.
啊，
Let us hope your curiosity will
帮
be
我开了
rewarded.
吗？好像没帮我开，我去看一眼啊。开完了，开完了，地图上还有宝箱的标记，哎，它没消失。啊，这是个异界石，我还能还原呢。
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
我地震了！
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the
地
earth.
基也变得不稳了，啊，地基的事儿不是说突然来了什么怪物是吧？前面看到哥布林了，
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer
克里
combat
斯
thrills to gathering items. I am
不
confident
顾了，
in
不顾了，
my
我没
actions
钱，我没钱。
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to
Can't-
be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
That was close. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
这就打完了。
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
好，继续走，赶路。前面还有哥布林啊，还有。
Not bad. Nothing of it.
Well said.
That was superb, Arisen.
我想把这个哥布林的盾啊，还有武器啊，给捡起来自己用，为什么就没有这种设置呢？这边山上有什么东西吗？啥都没有。
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
嘿嘿，闯哥布林我了，我去！
Vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what
给我
counts.
干他！
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
不白来啊，不白来。这边2个宝箱呢，捡着不少东西。然后继续赶路吧。天黑了，
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward. It might await us
我
on the road.
这不还有一个吗？魔物聚集地，这是个什么东西？时间流逝，这个世界的时间会不断流逝，在1天内的不同时刻，啊，坐在椅子上可以调整时间段，这不就跟幻景的冥想一样吗？黑夜中视野会变窄，有一些魔物只在夜晚出现，需要能照亮周围的提灯。我好像有提灯。然后部分道具的状态也会发生变化啊，我的苹果会腐烂。桥也会复原。
This is a good
金色帝王燕金龟，
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
他们在打谁？我看到有个人在攻击魔物。Who are you?
Are you certain you're happy to have me along?
不选，主要是没钱，雇不起呀。继续带我走吧。话说，一到晚上怎么帧数更低呀？明明视野变差了，但是帧数一点没提高。
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
好像有什么东西。
Let us ponder how best to proceed. Haven't you a lantern arisen?
Tether, quick!
Well done.
哎，
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
哇！
Focus your strength, Arisen.
又升级了，又升级了。海石木也升到8级了。哎，等会儿啊，等会儿。那所以这个地方究竟有什么呢？我特意来这一趟，不能白来呀。这里肯定有点什么东西。这边这个感叹号应该是有个信件。哎，不是信件啊，是个宝箱吗？
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
这个场景竟然能达到75帧啊！算了，不管了。就那个感叹号，我现在也没找出来，主要是天太黑了，以后再说吧。哎，这边是不是个篝火呀？ 我可以在这睡觉。
I'll harvest what I can.
露
Should
营。
it please you?
休息到早上。 这样的话我的血条也会回满。好，走了。
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Let's see. What can we do without?
What's this? We're trapped.
哇！独眼巨人！这时候独眼巨人就登场了。 这也太早期了吧！我现在连一身正经的盔甲都没有啊！他是半血的独眼巨人。
A Cyclops. To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
这个不是官方演示那个地点吗？
Pray, be on your guard.
啊！这泥石流把我自己都给冲倒了。 趁现在赶紧对他输出，他会被冲晕一阵子。
We're the Cyclops Master.
All right, packs are wasting on this one.
Big brute and quite a temper. I have not used their range.
我躲远点啊！
No more here.
I've managed to grab hold.
追随者的复活与丧尸，完了，我海石木倒了。 哎，被抓住了！
You must hurry. Let no harm before we lose it.
啊！这躲不开呀！我去！这个还能再复刻一遍不？哎，那个火药桶没了，好像。
There's water trickling through the cracks here.
只有一个石头了，石头也没用啊，必须得用火药桶。这下完蛋了。
This brute has quite a temper.
Why do you not use their rage to our advantage?
Fear not, it is well in hand.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
牵制大型敌人。 死了。
You have my gratitude, sir. Could seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another force arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts.
我现在只想要一身盔甲，你能给我点盔甲
It's a
不？
mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch.
这又可以选择跟他分别了，可以跟他一起回到都城，也可以选择自己前往。
Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on
那跟他好还是不跟他好？我还是选择跟他吧。那个，哎，独眼巨人的尸体呢？啊，在前面。我看看能不能搜刮点材料什么的。粗犷骨头。
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
对，我也觉得这些人在保护我，跟他们在一起很有安全感。
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us?
牛车，走，
Very
一
well.
起去。
Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
这是我第一次遇到牛车啊。
I've just had a thought.
I see a ladder yonder.
这边有一个异界
Can't
石，
reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
这边还有个宝箱。野营用具，哎，我现在那个东西满了啊。
My pack's heavy as a sack of rocks. There might even be a few in here. I've got to stop picking up every little thing.
这边还有鱼哎。
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills
啊，还能抓鱼。
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
这边怎么还有一个感叹号啊？应该没什么东西了。啊，上面有一个东西，那个应该就是感叹号。但是我该怎么上去是个问题啊？这游戏也没法爬墙，那可能是从后面得绕上去。算了，我现在先不管了，先不管了。 这牛车也太慢了点儿，那还不如我跑呢。这还整个电影视角。你看，果然吧，一闭上眼睛就出现了，不能闭眼睛的。哎呦，开干！ 完累了。哎，又出 bug 了。
Still yourself. Counting on you.
What to do?
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way?
他怎么还来回反复的问我
All right.
要不要一起走？
Into the ox cart then.
之前都答应你一起走了。第二天早晨。 维伦沃斯。哎，不对，那个字念伦吗？那个是不是念关呢？就羽扇纶巾那个关呢？哎，这不是开场动画里面的那个黑人吗？
I was informed of your coming would be arisen. Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, it would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee.
这个黑人怎么这么死板啊
I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty.
啊，陛下
If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence,
啊，他知道啊，他知道主角的真实身份
I
啊。
had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes.
看来他是个忠臣，刚才误会他了。
Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming.
几个月前，
Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit.
她是反派吧？这个女的。
And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place.
摄政宫，
Word.
摄政宫是不是就相当于是丞相啊？二把手呗，就是。没有国王的时候，就摄政宫管理国家。
Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave.
哦，杀不了觉醒者，然后就把觉醒者的记忆给消除了，然后当成奴隶给卖了。
Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere.
啊，现在的王是个替身。
However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs at
这个迪莎是个大坏蛋。
I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern.
他不是杀不了我吗？那我直接冲进去把他给弄死不就行了吗？反正我是无敌的，还整什么计策呀？
This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital.
能作为自由市民活动。
Good sir, no
哦，
further. Are we clear?
6000计，一下给我6000块钱，还解锁个成就，代理王之都。这有一封信件。灾厄，另一国应当派遣援兵。 莽的话，国民说不好该信任哪一边。你说的也有道理，所以我应该潜入暗杀。打开任务一览，我看看现在有什么其他任务没？ 啊，就一个嘛，让夜晚的时候去会面。
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
你是谁呀？
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
You'll have to excuse me. I've...
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at...
我先看看这个是什么地方啊？在这儿，公共牛车。这个椅子标志应该就是可以让我那什么，快速度过时间的。罗德里克的武器店，比昂武装。那我应该先去这几个地方看一眼。设置标记，一、二啊，我能同时设置5个标记。我明白了，明白了。这又是个什么呀？米尔德莱德的家，杂货店，中央艺界石，美容院，我还能啊，就是说我现在的脸我还能再继续改呗。追随者工会，职业工会，旅店，旅店我得去一趟。明星陆地，我可能就是晚上要去这个酒馆。预言者小馆儿，维尔蒙德遗体安置所，富人区。这个玫瑰花是什么？娼馆。行，基本的图标已经都看过了，然后我现在就去转一转吧。我看看这个城里的帧数，现在是稳定在46帧左右。先去1号标记，跑起来就变成30多帧了。然后现在又掉到20多帧了。
Hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Oh, yes?
他是精灵吧？
I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a close... those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all it is, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one.
啊，果然是精灵，他尖耳朵嘛。
to aspire to such a thing, no matter how they fascinate me.
啊，他就是想要一把弓是吧？委托物品是人造弓，要放弃交付吗？
There's a ladder here.
我给你买一把。
That's new discoveries. I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have
购买人造弓。哪有人造弓啊？这狩猎弓、复合弓，没有人造弓啊。我自己先给自己买一把匕首啊，穿刺匕首必须得买了。然后他说想要一把弓箭，但是我没有人造弓，这里面没有人造弓啊。
Have a look.
我顺便我出售一下吧，我看看有什么东西是不值钱的啊。腐烂的覆盆子，腐烂的花薯。哎呀，我太长时间我没吃，它都烂了呀。腐烂的瘦肉，所有人类卖的弓都叫人造弓。哎，你说的也有道理啊，你说的也有道理。 可以按重量排序吗？应该可以。我先排下序啊，重量升序，重量降序。这就排完序了。关键我现在吧，不知道哪些东西有没有价值，万一有些重要东西被我卖的话，那不就可惜了吗？我现在选的东西都是不值钱的。讴歌戒指，增加少许最大生命值，这我怎么之前都没用呢？我先结算啊，结算。5具还能强化，哦。穿刺匕首，第一次强化好像没说需要什么东西，就直接给强化了。哎，这个别强化了啊！这个别强化了，这个我早晚我会把它拖下来的。啊，第一次强化就是花钱就行，我明白了。然后第二次又得花钱，又得花材料。我随便买一把弓啊，买一把那个狩猎弓吧，这个就是最便宜的弓了，买一个。放弃。然后我现在跟他对下话。
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar.
哎，还真是啊！只要是一把人类卖的弓，就叫人造弓。
You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late.
一直射不中靶。
My wayward arrows simply would not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon.
公之试炼的日子。
Forgive me. I should not.
对呀，你跟我一个盗贼，你说一堆弓的事儿，我哪能听明白呀？你得对海石木说去，他是弓箭手。
Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered.
啊，也就是说，他现在还没有接受过公之试炼，他没有成为独当一面的精灵，高估他了。
Yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so. Though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own.
你能不能把工钱先给我？
Please, sir, you give to me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it.
让我在他面前拉弓，可我是盗贼呀，我不会用弓啊。
Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind?
特雷波矿山以北的一界。
That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
你怎么就不能把钱给我呢？我损失了5000多块钱。
There's something written here.
还要跑远路。哎，对，这边有个宝箱的标记啊，我看看怎么到那边去。 感觉膝盖有点不舒服，你不会也是个中箭的吧
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Well, let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
哎，这个箱子已经被人开过了，是我的随从们开的吗？那就不管了，继续往前走。这边还有一个箱子。 鱼竿。我怎么没看出来这边到底哪里是箱子？
You'll have to do well to beat today's gossip.
啊，也是鱼竿，也不是箱子。啊，我看到箱子了，在那个阳台上。
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren Kingdom.
那我该怎么上到那个阳台上去呢
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
这也没法爬墙，跳也跳不上去。哎，这也有东西，50块钱，谁把钱藏在这里了？算了，不管了，我继续去那个第2家店啊，我去买点盔甲之类的。
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my...
Need anything?
治愈药，刹那的飞石，这是什么东西啊？可以瞬间，这不就是那个传送石吗？1万块钱。师团头盔，1000多。夜剑夹克，15万呐。 是装备，我再买一个护腿。头盔要不要买呢？我再卖点东西啊，这些就不需要了。矿工上衣什么的，粗布斗篷，这斗篷我是不是能给穿上啊？ 那就卖这些吧。
Many thanks.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Spending so freely offers a unique sort of joy. Let's keep our noses to the grindstone that we might do it
这个
again
箱子也被
soon.
人给开了。接下来去那个标记3看一看啊。
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
维尔蒙德的商人们有问题，竟然只对兽人涨价，他们比地精还没良心啊！还好我是人类啊，影响不到我。我上去啊，他好像在上面。沙基尔的旅店。
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads.
我现在连休息都没钱休息了。
Much obliged.
然后我再把海石木身上的一把弓，转交给我。你看我还没法装备。 就是有弓我也没法装备，因为我不是这个职业的。那我怎么完成那个任务啊？完不成啊！
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Your Majesty. Your timing is impeccable. It is not a matter for prying ears. Pray.
Welcome.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Very well. I would not think to press you on this matter. Perhaps you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deeza's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? Very well. I would not think to press. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldar will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release?
这个可以啊。
I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Who was that young man, I wonder? He did not seem a criminal. I cannot imagine why that guard was chasing him.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Interested in my wares?
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honored to serve.
含泪解雇谢逊，送给他，给你个肉吃吧。
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
然后这边有更强的法师。
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen.
他是7级的，索菲亚。含泪替换掉这个 Red， 再送他个东西。兔皮，送你个兔皮吧。
'Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a journey. I shall cherish my memories of our time together. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
唉，团队就这么换了，有点不舍啊。新的团队。
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them.
Go on, have a look.
他是卖什么的？信徒眼镜还能戴眼镜呢！我去，这个时代还有眼镜这一说。但我戴着头盔，要着眼镜也没什么用，再加上我现在根本就没钱了。
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
我现在先把这些给去掉吧。那现在我应该先住一晚上，先找旅店住一晚上，然后再去职业工会看一眼。
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road.
钱还是不够。
You know where to find me.
哎呀。
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
然后那个职业工会在哪儿啊？是这里吗？不是啊。我还得到一个万能药。 哎哎！我竟然阴差阳错的来到了这个职业工会。
Wait right there.
This is for you, Master.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
探求新之证，这是什么东西？240个，我去，这不就跟那个塞尔达里的那个呀哈哈是一样的吗？魅惑胸衣，紧贴身体的轻薄胸衣，可以收紧腰间和腹部的肉。你可真行啊！还需要150，谁给你找？ 变更职业，斗士、巫师。巫师这一套还挺帅啊，说实话。这怎么这么猥琐呢？盗贼，弓箭手。先完成一次转职，因为一会儿我去见那个精灵嘛，我不得在他面前拉弓嘛。 我现在就用这个定制曹文弓，然后我现在还有不同的衣服，都比我这个买的衣服好。啊，我还能再装备上一个斗篷，戒指也能装备一下，装备到右手还是装备到左手？装备到左手。
Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords, and we cannot simply purchase more. As a delivery, so regrettably I cannot assist you. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocation. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild?
变更技能，连续射击，扇形射击。 终结射击，等会儿我看看啊，啊，就是蓄力射击。普通技能飞踢，能力，现在啥能力都没有。 放弃。
Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen. He runs the local armory. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
So we should begin by asking ourselves, where is it, and how can we get it?
That's not acting up today. Well met, sir.
获得大杖与双手剑。 哎，箱子，箱子！
Oh, a ferry.
刹那的飞石。
That in hand, we can leap from one end of the kingdom to another in a trice.
不让用可还行啊。
We must save it for a time of dire need.
这底下还有一个箱子。 这么矮，你爬不上去，你还是巴西姆。
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
他是卖武器的。
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. Know from the tell of it. Their lair lies somewhere along. Pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow.
西边的街道，行，去西边街道看一看。我看离我这远不？正经挺远的。
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
我不能划船。我去，我一个随从没了。完了，我不小心把他撞水里了，他死了。
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
哎，这个雕像我好像之前在野外跑路的时候也见到过。
Now
探求
here's
新
a
之证。
surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
我现在找个椅子吧，我看椅子好像能快速度过时间。到白天了，好，接下来该出发了。这边是门。
'Tis a view that begs to be painted. Yon shore in particular.
What sort of place might it be, I wonder?
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way, but ne'er did I expect to see an entire basque of saurians picking up bones.
Indeed, I'd not expected things to be easy, but this is looking rather hopeless.
I see which way the wind's blowing.
他们到底在说什么？
What a bother.
We've got goblins!
啊？这儿呢。
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Well fought, Arisen.
People like that, and we'll be done here soon enough.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. As a matter of fact, 'tis somewhat lamentable that none of us are fighters.
Fighters make. I'll wager I could make that shot.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
我去，又一个独眼巨人。这个我能绕开他走。哎，有一个人被攻击了。 我去，独眼巨人好像看见我了。
Materials such as this can be combined to craft
快跑，快跑，快跑！
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
还来！ 我。
I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
有宝箱。 这边有鹰神女妖。
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
Not of a mind to fight today, Arisen?
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
That's just what I was thinking.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found some.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you? Visions of roast meat will dance in my head tonight, for all I've stuffed myself.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? Wolf's cluster! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Seems our foe has recognized our victory.
It's the mark of a champion to prevail with weapon shield.
Wait to find out what's inside.
My thanks. Take this with my compliments.
A treasure chest. Oh, I can hardly wait to open it.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
啊，宝箱已经开完了，继续啊，继续往前走。终于要到那个地方了。
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
"升到等级10了。
It
It never hurts to replenish our stock of these. They are apt to dwindle in the heat of battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
Keep your eyes peeled, and beware of dark corners.
Understood. I grant you roaring flame.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
铜矿石，他们是真能捡啊！300G。啊！我刚才一箭爆头了，就直接死了。奔腾吧，火焰！海石木也升级了。
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
还有。
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit. Let's not let them.
啊，在旁边的宝箱里就开出了双手大剑，其中一个任务物品找到了。
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
这是什么东西？
You too. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
铜矿石啊，这还有宝箱。
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
哇！吓我一跳。 我最开始就从这边来的。
Yon chest appears to be beyond our reach.
'Tis a vexing thing. To see it so plainly and yet be unable to open it.
火焰剑。
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
我听到一些动静。哎
I grant you fire's blade. Use it well. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a minute.
Hey!
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
你是盗贼，那算了吧。
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
We
这个
would
篝
be
火可以露营
ill-advised to
吗？
proceed without light.
没法露营。我感觉再往前走要绕出去了。瞬间给我整迷茫了。有的门触摸会有反应，但却不能用钥匙或激光开启。这些门随着时间段变化进展的打开，变得可以通行。这不闹呢吗？我怎么感觉好像就在这门后面呢？ 我再找找看有没有别的路我之前没探索过的。
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
找齐了。
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your eyes peeled.
可以回去了，可以回去了，完美啊，完美。是不是我身上负重越沉？ 我这个体力消耗的就越快呀！哎，我怎么觉得这条路我之前来的时候走过呢？又累了。 该回去了。
Well, I'll be. Is that one of my wares I spy on you? Good on you, sir. I expect these goblins are feeling mighty sore right now. Have you been to see Klaus yet? I appreciate you stopping by, but a lone weapon won't save my business. 'Tis yours. Take it to Klaus with my blessing. Go on, off with you.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh ho! Most excellent. However, if you would... Good tidings, sir.
你就不能一起交吗？为什么每次只能交一个呀
？Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a great sword. You may now change your vocation. What's more, I bear glad tidings.
Your skills have come a long way.
解锁职业斗士。
The result of our impeccable teamwork, no doubt.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
看看其他任务，苦恼的前往这个地方。 设置优先任务。我去，更远呐！哎呦啊，这还不能传送，还得跑。 我是真服了。
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
Onward! Adventure awaits!
I quite agree.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead. Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Goblins approach!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Let us see what you're made of.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Sunset draws near.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush.
这又是什么？水源洞窟。
It is always daunting to venture into the unknown.
Adventure awaits. Oh, my heart thrills with anticipation.
哎，这是人。
Fire flame. Use it well. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Drop all
Sure.
your valuables, and I'll just let you live.
Bats arisen.
Perhaps they might.
哎，蝙蝠，
Live and let live.
蝙蝠也会攻击。
Master, are you unharmed?
啊，终于看见亮了。我怎么从这儿出来了？那不是一点都没有推进吗？还远着呢呀！从这儿出来一点用没有。哎呀！白跑了。 独眼巨人。
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
宝箱，这上面有宝箱吗？
Someone saw fit to camp here, it seems.
The road turns perilous after nightfall. It would behoove us to rest here till the dawn comes.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Okay.
Here we go again. We were battle ready when they found us. This shan't take long.
By your leave.
Tremendous work! I just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further.
You would have me lift? Consider it done.
You have my protection. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Well done!
"前面有个房子。
Your magics have faded and must be recast. A good sleep does wonders.
Off we been.
Ready to forge on? That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Another statue. What within me yearns to climb it.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
哎，出来了！
Get back here.
Run!
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
I'll never tire of this.
How'd you like that?
这里面有什么东西吗？啊，有宝箱。我看怎么进去啊？
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served
哎
preferred to have
海石木进去了
for allies.
好样的！
You've given me much to think about.
这里应该也有一个箱子。到底怎么才能进这个屋子？
If we're to destroy this, it will have to be from the other side.
I'm not altogether happy with this. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
葡
You're
萄，
well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
这好像是条隐藏的路哎。
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
Onward! Adventure awaits!
Suppose 'tis so?
这是什么？不管。
Look, Master. A treasure chest.
机
We'll
械
have to
石
find a way to reach it.
嗯？ 入去。
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am
15
confident
级
and may act independently.
含泪解雇他吧。送他一个苹果。
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
Ah, good. I see we're...
啊，就这么召唤出来一个。
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
对面是不是全是蜥蜴人的蛋呢？
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
下什么手啊？快走啊！ 快点走！
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Ah!
Consider me your bull.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Well fought, Arisen.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
12级，我看离我那地方还有多远？快到了，快到了，胜利就在眼前了。 哇！我没想。
Go right ahead.
我也想射眼睛啊，但是射不着啊，不是那么容易的呀。
Focus. A moment of decision may spell our doom.
想跑吗？不是想跑，他冲我来了。
First and foremost, you'll want to look at its balance. It will prove a much easier target than lying prone.
I've not dare attempt such a feat alone. Together, I think we can manage it.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
The enemy's movements have grown sluggish.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
I shall lead the charge! Of course, the fight would have been lost without you, Arisen. Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
这是什么？啊，就是火焰呗。哎，有个宝箱好像。又是在上面吗？
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here.
啊，哪个把戏？被石头挡住了呀！啊，我好像看到了。
You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of elven make, bows crafted by other races.
啊，人类的弓是为了命中而设计的，那你们精灵的弓是为了什么设计的？
But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of elven make, however. Our bows are
自己会去寻找目标，这么神奇。
Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now.
Huzzah!
射中了吗？
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference.
比起精灵的弓，更适合用人类的弓。
Than one of my own people's. It is a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. It is all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tools so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glenn
给我8500块钱，行，我给他买弓那个钱回来了啊！我给他买弓，我花了5000多块钱，然后他回我8500块钱，还挣3000里外里。但就是这一路上我遭太多罪了。好的，那么本期视频呢也就到此结束了，感谢大家收看，敬请期待下一期。那么大家拜拜。